Hi everyone! If you find yourself scrolling through the phone late at night, you are certainly not alone. I myself have been guilty of doing that on more than one occasion. However, did you know that this habit can really have a negative impact on your sleep and overall well-being? Who am I? Hi, I'm Dr. Val, a board certified integrative sleep medicine physician and women's sleep expert, here to give you some practical tips on how to stop the scroll and get that sleep that you need. First, let's talk about how screen time affects our stress levels. Did you know that research shows people who use screens for social media or entertainment experience up to 19% more emotional stress and 14% more perceived stress compared to those who just use screens for work or professional purposes? When we're emotionally or perceptually stressed, it's really harder to wind down at night. I like to say sleep happens when our brainwaves slow down. And so if we're unable to slow ourselves down, it's so easy just to grab our phones and start scrolling. And this may be sort of a perpetual pattern. Another thing that the screens can do is impact our sleep pattern. So using screens right before bedtime has been closely linked to sleeping later and also having a shorter sleep duration overall. Whether we're scrolling through things like social media or binge watching the latest show, it can be super easy to lose track of time. And before you know it, it's way past your ideal bedtime, and this cuts into the quality of your sleep and rest you need the next day. So something to consider: when you're delaying your bedtime, you're actually compromising that restorative sleep that you need for your brain and your mind to recharge. Another factor that may be contributing to sleep from your screens is that blue light. So let's talk about the science of blue light. Smartphones, tablets, and screens emit blue light, which interferes with our natural sleep rhythms and our sleep cycles by suppressing or delaying the release of melatonin. What is melatonin? It's that natural hormone that signals in your brain that it's time to get ready for sleep. But when blue light is present, melatonin levels can drop and your body starts to feel more awake when it really should be starting to wind down. But note that the light can impact this as well, and it's not just your screen. The part of this is that blue light can trick our brains into thinking it's still daytime. So that's why it's hard to sort of stay asleep if there's a bright light shining in your eye in the morning time. And also, same thing at night. You really want your bedroom to be dark, quiet, and cool, and that's really what's conducive to getting better sleep quality. So I have 7 tips to reduce screen time before bed. If you want to break this cycle and get better sleep, here are some really practical tips to help you reduce that screen time at night. Number 1 is be mindful of your screen time. Bring to awareness how much time you're actually spending on your phone. And thankfully, there are a lot of screen time monitoring apps, and even a lot of phones have something called the focus mode or nighttime mode. It'll help you track and limit your usage. You can even set specific time limits on particular apps if they're taking up too much of the time in your evening. Tip number 2. It's something that we probably will do for our kids and our teens, but you may want to consider it for yourself as well, is to set a screen curfew. So consider setting a screen curfew and really put your device away at least an hour before bedtime. I know if that sounds ridiculous, try half an hour or even 15 or 20 minutes. And use that time really to unwind with things that don't have a lot of light, maybe a book with a small lamp, a meditation, or a deep breathing exercise to help soothe yourself into sleep. Tip number 3 is create a relaxing pre-sleep routine. So establish that calming routine that signals your body it's time to go to sleep. This can be anything from like stretching your body, listening to soothing music, or just dimming down the lights. The goal is to shift your mind and your body into that relaxation mode that gets you nice and cozy for sleep. Tip number 4 is to use that nighttime mode. If you absolutely must be on your device at night, I certainly understand, depending on the type of work you do, that you do need to be in contact with your team. Enable that night mode or dark mode. And what it does, it helps reduce some of that blue light emission. It's not perfect, but it can reduce the intensity of the blue light that you get prior to your bedtime. Number 5, and this may be the hardest, is keep the device out of the bedroom. Another great tip is maybe just keep it a little bit further where you can't just reach out your arm and grab it, opposite side of the room. The more you keep your device out of your bedroom though, it can really minimize that temptation to check your phone, and it keeps your bedroom as one of those tech-free sanctuaries. Tip number 6 is replace screen time with alternative activities. So can you do something else besides being on the screen? This goes into sort of the wind down routine that we spoke about, but instead of scrolling, right, can you start journaling some of the wins from today? Work on a puzzle, or just think about, things that you're looking forward to tomorrow. These can help you unwind and maybe not have those stimulating effects that the screens and apps can give us. And the last tip is cognitive behavioral therapy for mood disturbances. It's a proven method for managing negative thought patterns and can really help you find better ways to relax before going to bed. By making these really small changes to your nighttime routine, you can start to feel different and really improve the quality of sleep you're getting at night. I know it's helped for me personally. I like to put my phone on focus time and also set my phone to a curfew. And believe it or not, you do start to feel sleepier and maybe even have a little bit of deeper sleep. All right, ladies, thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And to learn more about women's sleep health and whole living, check out our other videos. Until next time, sleep well. Thank you.